Hey, welcome to Love 59 Videos. Today we're going to remove a CV axle from your vehicle. The CV axles are pretty much the same on all vehicles. I mean, they're really simple and easy to change. You're going to have one main bolt down here, and there's two ways you can take that off. Now, you can use the vehicle and while it's still on the ground before you take the wheel off, and you can use that to break the bolt free because it'll hold the wheel, especially if it's in park gear, or you have it in gear with the emergency brake on kind of thing. Then you just break it free. Other than that, all you do is take it off, and you can use the other way, which I've shown. Now on some vehicles, if you have a bolt hole in your rotor, that holds the rotor on there. It's a different system, or you don't have the lugs in like this, so don't use this on that way. But for this particular one, you can literally use, this is one of my great little tools. It helps break it free. Some people like it, some don't. And then once you break it free, the first thing you want to do is get this bolt right here out. Next thing you'll want to do is, after you get that out, is we have a cotter key back here we have to remove. Get this bolt out. For this is your for your tie rod right here, and then we're going to take off right here, which is for your shocks. We got to be able to move this out of the way. So let's go ahead and get this broke down some, so I can start explaining it as I go, and we'll get this knocked out. Now once you remove the cotter key like this, once that's out of the way, now when you go to tap on it, make sure you back the bolt out just enough so that when you hit the hammer, it doesn't destroy the threads on there. I've already pretty much loosened it up. It's just sitting in there right now, so I'm going to go ahead and back this up, and then I'll just tap it and it'll fall right down. Alright, from there you can pretty much just, it's barely sitting in there. So, alright, once that's out of the way, then we have those two big bolts right there. We're going to go ahead and remove. So here's one of them, and the other one is right below it. So we're going to get these out of the way. That way I can just slide this out of there. We're going to go ahead and finish removing the CV axle bolt. Then I'm going to show you a little trick I use for actually popping the CV axle out of the little clip held internally on the transmission. Now on some of the CV axles, make sure you take it off or loosen it from the nut side, because some of them on the other side, it's in actually grooved splines in there, so you'll literally just, it won't work. So just make sure you just, whenever you see them, come off on this side right here. This one is not one of the splined ones. It was actually moving, so we're going to go ahead and remove this, and then we'll be ready to pull it out. Now before you finish pulling out the strut bolts up on top like that, make sure when you loosen up your CV axle, take the bolt and stop it flush with this right here, so you can take a hammer and tap on it and make sure that you tap it back far enough. Now I've already tapped this in pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and finish getting it off. It's pretty much out. From here it's pretty easy to do. Now one more bolt to remove, and then we'll be able to slide this right on out of the way, and the only thing left will be the inside of the CV axle transmission side. So like I said, as you can see, it's pretty much, it's out. So the washer out of the way. Alright, now let's get this last bolt out. The CV axles are a lot easier than people make them to be, or act like they are. I mean, they're really not that bad at all. So this one's pretty much done. And take your hammer and tap it a little bit. Sometimes you can take a Phillips head screwdriver and just tap it out to get it through if it wants to get stuck on you. This one's not so bad. Alright, now we're going to finish pulling the CV axle through. And we'll wiggle right on out of there. Turn it to the side. That is your CV axle popped out. So all I did was turn the wheel a little bit to the back, popped it out. Now all we have left to do is to pop it free from the transmission. So let me get on there and show you how to do it. Now this one on the Saturn, what I had to do was I literally took a hammer like this one and there's a little pry section right there. I literally stuck it right in there, and I just came right over here and tap, 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 and pretty much it popped right out of place. Make sure you put a pan underneath so you can catch all your transmission fluid, oil, whatever comes out. If it's a manual, it's gonna have oil in it. If it's automatic, it's got transmission fluid. Now some of the other ones, like the Honda Civics, I literally take a screwdriver and I'll come right up in there, and there's a spot in there, and I just kind of tap until it pretty much pulls the little snap ring free. Now this one right here is out, and when I mean snap ring, that's the snap ring. This is all that holds them in, so it doesn't really take a lot to pull it out. But then again, my friend Danny, yeah, he kind of had a stubborn one. Kind of was whipping on him a little bit. If I was there, I'd show him how to get it out. But anyways, CV axles is not hard. So this is taking it out, so I'll call this part 1. And part 2 is going to be reinstalling them. So hope that helps you guys. Don't be scared. CV axles are easy to do. 1159 videos. Oh.